Once upon a time, there was a rabbit named Rob. He is very happy because every day he has fun in the meadow. The meadow has many flowers and grass, and he can play. It is large and has many burrows to hide in. There are carrots everywhere and other vegetables. It is a community of animals that share all the benefits of the meadow. Rob has 2 little brothers and a little sister. They play together in the meadow. Rob enjoys riding his bike in the meadow. Also ride a skateboard. He usually goes swimming in the meadow river. Also likes to climb mountains in the meadow. Do puzzles in your house. Rob lived with his parents in a beautiful meadow. Rob's mother encouraged him to study and play sports. Rob's dad helped him with his math homework and practice sports. After school, Rob did his homework. Then he went out to play with his friends. Rob had many friends in the meadow. Together they had a lot of fun. One day Rob found a ball that was different from the ones he had. What a special ball, Rob thought. He went to show it to his friends. Rob asked his friends if they had seen a ball like before. His friend Joe replied, "It's a soccer ball." "Soccer? What's that?" Joe replied, "It's a sport where 2 teams try to get the ball into the other team's goal. The ball is moved with the feet and cannot be touched with the hands, except by the goalkeeper, who can use his hands to prevent the ball from entering the goal. The objective is to kick the ball into the opponent's goal to score goals. The team with the most goals at the end of the game wins. To kick the ball into the goal, players must pass it to their teammates with their feet. You can run, kick, and try to take the ball away from the other team, but without pushing or hurting anyone. If the ball goes out of bounds, it is thrown back into play with your hands. And if a player kicks the ball toward the goal and it doesn't go in, the goalkeeper can catch it with their hands and throw it back into play. Do you want to play?" "Of course," said Rob. Joe said we should split into 2 teams. Everyone quickly formed 2 groups. "We also need 2 goals to kick the ball into and score. We can make them out of logs." Everyone started looking for logs and built the goals out of tree branches. They drew the lines of the field with stones and set up the goals. "Each team should have a different colored uniform," Joe said. Rob said, "Our team chooses blue." Joe said, "My team chooses red." Everyone went home to find a shirt and shorts in their team's color. After a few minutes, everyone was lined up on the field. Joe said, "Now we need to get organized on the field. Mateo and Adam will be defenders on my team. I'll be in midfield with John. And Liam and Tom are forwards." Joe said to Rob, "Now it's your turn to organize your team." Rob said, "I'll be a defender along with Noah. Oliver and Lillian will be in midfield. And Lucas and Owen are the forwards." "Perfect," everyone shouted with joy. "Let's play." The game started and Joe scored the first goal and his team celebrated. They continued playing and Joe scored all the goals. The other players were sad because they couldn't score. The game ended and Joe's team won. Rob was sad because he couldn't score. They said goodbye and went home. "Are we playing again on Saturday?" asked Rob. Everyone replied, "Yes." Rob came home sad and his mom asked him why he looked so down. He replied, "My team lost the soccer game. I couldn't score a goal." Rob said with frustration. Rob's dad told him, "Don't worry, son. Tomorrow after work, I'll teach you how to play soccer." The next day, Rob's dad taught him how to kick the ball to score a goal. Day after day, until Friday afternoon, Rob and his dad played soccer. On Saturday, Rob was very excited about his soccer game. On Saturday afternoon, the game began. Joe's team scored the first goal. Rob's team looked worried. They didn't want to lose again. Rob said, "Come on, team," in a loud voice to cheer his team on. The game continued and Rob scored the first goal. Everyone celebrated. The game continued and Joe's team scored a goal, then another. The score was 3-1 in favor of Joe's team. In the second half, Noah scored a goal for Rob's team. They jumped together with joy. Rob said, "Come on, team." The game continued and Mateo, a player on Joe's team, scored a goal. The players on Rob's team looked worried. The score was 4-2 in favor of Joe's team. Rob thought, "I have to score to win the game." The game continued and Owen, a player on Rob's team, scored a goal. The team cheered with joy and everyone shouted, "Let's win." The players ran past the ball and shot at the goal, but the ball didn't go in. Rob fell and the game stopped. Everyone rushed to help Rob. Rob said, "I'm fine, let's keep playing." The game is almost over and Rob calls his team and tells them. Lucas passes the ball to William. Then you pass it to Noah and I'll be near the goal to shoot the ball and score. The players followed Rob's strategy. Lucas kicked the ball to William. The opposing team tried to take it away. William kept running and passed the ball to Noah. Rob was near the goal waiting for his moment. The player from the other team blocked Noah, but he managed to pass the ball to Rob. Rob kicked the ball toward the goal and scored. Rob kicked the ball toward the goal and scored. They ran to Rob and hugged him. Everyone was happy. Rob tells his teammates, "We won." Everyone jumps up and down together, even Joe's team. They're all happy because Rob learned how to play soccer. They all say goodbye and agree to play again next Saturday. Rob goes home happy because he won the game. Thanks for following Rob's stories. Share the video with your friends so they can have fun with Rob too. Write a comment about Rob and his friend's soccer game. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you'll get a notification when a new adventure with Rob is posted. Thank you and have a great day. See you in a new adventure.